As per the promise in Hindi video that we will soon launch a meeting of location of the spouse in English. So in this video, the focus will be for male. So if you are looking for a partner, for a wife, for a girlfriend or for a wife, then you should focus your Venus, because Venus is essential in male chart because it represents their opposite partner. So one such question which is likely to common in the mind, the conditions in which we will be meeting our wife. Although the Hindi version is playlist available, or if you want to take any consultation, then download Jyotishgher Veda app, or you can check out our website jyotishgher.in. For free analysis, you have all the media, but you need to share your chart, Vimsotri Dasha, and one question. So in this video, we will focus where the planet Venus is placed. Not only with Venus, you have to check the 7th house slot, same condition you have to apply. So Venus is the natural significator for male chart, and 7th house, you know, that is the house of marriage. So both lords important in your chart, in your birth chart, as well as in your D9 chart. Whatever the position your Venus is present in the D1 chart, come out with the conclusion and check then D9 chart. Both will be the central point, both will be the medium from to end section to have your meeting of spouse. So meeting your spouse in the future by determining the location of the planets in your D1 and birth chart. So if your Venus is placed in your first house, in that case your spouse will be eventually revolve around you. So after you looking for some search or matrimonial websites or from the intermediator, you will get your partner. Now in the second house represents what? Voice. So it means that by communication, earning, it means by career, and this house represents about your gathering outside for dinner, for lunch. So it can be through that medium. Now if Venus is present in your chart in the third house is the house of communication and internet. Yes, you can get like the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, again play a crucial role. Not only the third house, also the fifth house play the same way you can get your wife. So in the third house you can get your spouse, while through your younger siblings and your neighbors will be the, or somewhere your school days, friends, communication way, you can get your spouse. Now in the fourth house, the fourth house represents happiness and the mother house. So any member, especially feminine characteristics of your family, will help you to meet with your new partner, with your wife in your life. Fifth house, I have already mentioned that in the fifth house you are likely to meet your wife at the place of entertainment. It can be while enjoying some activities, sports activities, chatting section, or the newspaper, etc. Now in the sixth house, if Venus is placed in your sixth house or the seventh house, the condition is same both the case. In that case you are likely to meet your wife through your daily routine work. Like if you are working in the service sector, then it can be medium. If you are working in the multinational company, it can be the medium. So while practicing your work, while practicing your hobbies, you can eventually get your spouse. Now in the seventh house, the seventh house is the house of marriage. If it is present here, in that case you can get your partner through any wedding, the wedding of your friend, the wedding of your siblings, or somewhere you can get an association with your wife. Now in the 8th house, if it is placed, Venus is placed in the 8th house, in that case you will get your spouse either studying or higher academics, or through the medium of occult person in your life. Now in the 9th house, if Venus is placed in your chart in the 9th house, in that case a fatherly figure, a spiritual guru will be the medium for getting your spouse. Not only with this, while traveling short journey or any Videsh Yatra, again you can get the connection with the spouse. So long distance traveling or working on performing some rituals in the religious places will be the media for that. Now 10th house, you know that 10th house is the house of career. Very simple, you can get at that medium of time. Not only with that, your fatherly figure, your grandfather can play a crucial role in finalizing your partner. 11th house is a elder house also, a social gathering house, parties house, friends house, so social life house. So while performing these activities, you can get your spouse. Now at the 12th house, in the 12th house, if Venus is placed here, in that case you can get the connection with your spouse, either some ancient places like quiet places, or it can be through the hospitals medium, it can be through the foreign land, somewhere who marry in the Canada, in the US and UK, eventually happens because of the placement of 7th house lord in the 12th house, or the Venus is placed in the 7th house. See, the condition will be very strong if Venus and 7th house lord both are present in the 7th house, in your any of the houses, whichever I have mentioned will cover everything. So these are the basic criteria. If you need for further detailed communication about the marriage report, etc., you can check out our Jyotishgher Weather app and our website. We are there to help you. So for the day, thank you so much. Have blessings. Jai Shanidev.